yes, these 9 coins are rarely seen. But wait a second, there's 10 coins here. So one of these coins, they made a lot of them. So it's the other 9 that are special. So these are all 2001 50-cent coins, all produced for circulation. So they all entered the currency so that you can use them for spending and buying and all that sort of stuff. But a lot of people collect them, and I'll go through them and share the price and the mintage figures and all sorts of information about these coins right here. So let's jump straight into it. They're called Centenary of Federation state and territory coins. So in 2001, they produced a set of coins with the coat of arms for each of the different states and territories, and also Norfolk Island. So this coin here is the Australia one, so the Australian coat of arms. And they produced 43.1 million of these coins, so tons of these coins in circulation. But so just some information about each of the coat of arms. So 1912 is when this coat of arms was granted by the King George. So that's when that coat of arms first came into existence in Australia. And then we'll go into the state and territory coins. So let's go. This is the ACT, the Australian Capital Territory version. So only 2 million of this design were produced. And this coat of arms was granted in 1928 by King George as well. So that is the coat of arms for the ACT. Cover the prices at the end. So if you're hanging out for the values of each of these coins and also the set of coins, stay tuned for that. We've got the New South Wales coat of arms right here. So 3 million of these were produced. 1906 is when that coat of arms was granted, and that was granted by King Edward VII. So that's what that one is. There you go. Then on to the next one. What do we got here? We've got Norfolk Island. So there you go. Norfolk Island's included in this as well. 2.2 million of these coins were produced. And this coat of arms was granted in 1980. So it was one of the later coat of arms that were granted and was granted by Queen Elizabeth. So there you go, 2001. Okay, on to the next. We've got the Northern Territory. So 2.1 million of these coins were produced. And 1978 was when this coat of arms was granted by Queen Elizabeth as well. So there you go. Then on to the next one. So this is the Queensland coat of arms, and this is the oldest. So 2.3 million of these coins were produced, the Queensland. 1893 is when this coat of arms was granted by Queen Victoria. And you can sort of see the design there on the left there. It looks like an elk or a deer or something like that. It looks a bit like the old Scottish Highlands type of coat of arms. So it has that sort of oldish world coat of arms sort of look, but there you go. And then we've got the South Australia coat of arms, this one right here. 2.4 million of these coins were produced. 1984, so this coat of arms was updated from 1936. It was updated in 1984. So Queen Elizabeth granted this new coat of arms for South Australia. So there's that one. Then we are on to Tasmania. I love Tasmania. So 2.2 million of these coins were produced. 1917 is when this one was granted by King George V. So that's that coat of arms. It has that bit of an older look to it as well. Then on to Victoria. Victoria with 2.8 million of these coins produced. 1910 for this coat of arms. King George V again. And then the last one here, Western Australia. Western Australia coat of arms. 2.4 million of these coins were produced. And 1969 is when this coat of arms was granted by Queen Elizabeth. So that is the set of 9 coins, the state and territory coins, but also the Australia coat of arms is sort of in there as well, but they made a lot of them, like I sort of mentioned. But yeah, the prices. Let's have a look at the coin value list. So 2001 Centenary of Federation state and territory coins. So $3 to $16.50 for the individual sales of the coins. And for the sets of coins, the 9 coins, $15 to $80 is a recent selling price range on those coins to buy the 9 coin, state coin, and territory sets. But yeah, individually, $3 to $16.50 is a selling price range, the ones that have sold recently. And on my list, I just have the mintage figures between 2 and 3 million because each state and territory is slightly different, but it's in that range between that 2 and 3 million mark for the state and territory coins. So yeah, different design for each state, territory, and Norfolk Island. But yeah, there you go. Let me know in the chat which one's your favourite coat of arms, and have you found all of these? I think some of these coins are a bit easy to find in some states. I'm not sure what the mint did when they released these, whether they sent the state coins to the particular state that they're from, or whether they mixed them up and set them out across the whole country. I think that's probably the most likely option, because it's good to spread awareness about what the different coat of arms are for the different states and territories. But I love them. I love to find them. But yeah, definitely keep your eye out for them, because they're unique and you can find them in your change. Cool.